Hello everybody, it's Hogan Rules, and today what I'm going to do is my WWE Monday Night Raw reaction. Also, you need to watch my WWE Stream Rules predictions and results and reactions, and me and my friend wrestling each other and doing top finishes and stuff. But let's get right ahead. It's May 24th, 2016, and this was May 23rd, 2016. Happy 1,200th birthday, Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw's over 23 years old. Announced for JBL, Michael Cole and Bryce Sexton. First what happened was Seth Rollins came out and he seems like he's going to be a good guy, but no, he becomes a bad guy. He's like, I threw all the trash and burned to the ground. Roman Reigns comes out. Shane McMahon comes out and makes the match at Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. That's going to be pretty cool. Second thing, we're going to have Sami Zayn versus Sheamus for a Money in the Bank qualifying match, the first one. So Sheamus won it last year, but he had lots to say, and he didn't prevail what he's going to say to do with Sami Zayn. That's not right, PG, blah, 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 whatever. But Sami Zayn ended up winning, and he gets to qualify, and Sheamus doesn't even get to do anything, and he was mad. Another thing that happened was the New Day came out, and Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and they're still your WWE World Tag Team Championship for 274 days, and they celebrate Raw 1,200. It's over 23 years, that's what they said. And then here comes the Social Outcast, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, and Heath Slater. Adam Rose is fired for WWE. I think he got arrested, I'm pretty sure. He didn't, but he's not part of the Social Outcast, so he just comments below. So they attack the New Day, and then they're gonna have a match between them, and the New Day ends up winning that match, and then throws the cake in Heath Slater's face. They were gonna throw in JBL, Brad Sutton's face, and JBL looked like he's so scared straight, and Brad Sutton's like, oh no, and then right to Heath Slater's face. That was pretty funny. So where does the Vaudevillains go for now? I don't know. Maybe against everyone Epco. They have something to do, I guess. Force Cesaro versus The Miz for the second qualifying match of the night for the WWE Money in the Bank. And Cesaro ends up beating The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion. Maurice did nothing out there, and Cesaro won with a neutralizer, beat him, and he qualifies. Even with a hurt shoulder and all. Fifth thing on the fifth, Chris Jericho versus Apollo Crews, the third Money in the Bank qualifying match. Sheamus attacked Apollo Crews and said, "This me right? You think you replace me? I'll be out there to just knock you down." And Chris Jericho ended up beating Apollo Crews with the code break. I was very shocked. Kind of watched that one insult. If you saw that, that was kind of bad. Hit him in the face, right in the noggin. That was weird. I don't think that's supposed to happen. But yeah, Chris Jericho winning qualifies. He invented it and he never won it. So maybe he'll win it this year. You never know. Six, what happened was Big Cass comes out, and then here comes Enzo More. He dropped his knife on the outside, and then it was kind of funny. He was like, you know what he says? He says the same thing over and over. And now he's going to verse Bubba Ray Dudley, Big Cass is, and Devon Dudley's out there, and Enzo More jumps and attacks Devon Dudley, who tries to get involved, and Big Cass ends up beating Bubba Ray Dudley, and they end up winning. So I guess they're going to have that feud, I guess, which they were before until Enzo More got injured. Seventh match was Charlotte with Ric Flair and Donna Brooke, and she drops Ric Flair as her dad, and her manager's like, "Where have you been 30 years? You can watch me on TV, just like I did for you. And you're the second to win the game seconds, not good enough when I'm around. So get out of here. This is my spotlight. I don't let you in the spotlight because all your old superstars are just washed up and they all going to be in the spotlight as well as the new ones." And then she drops him and he cries, and then he leaves the arena. We see it later and he just leaves and he's just shocked. I don't know if this is a twist or something, or well, I don't really know. Kind of confusing. But Donna Brooke, said nothing hardly. Eighth was Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose, which before he was talking to Baron Corbin, like beat me in a technical match, not that kind of match, like he just beat you if it's a next qualifying. Of course, he can hit him the ball, do anything basically. But I guess a technical match is just going to be a technical match. So Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose in the fourth qualifying match of Money in the Bank. So Dawson ends up losing. It was a pretty good match, and Dean Ambrose ends up winning. Like zigzag nope, it always gets reversed usually. And then Dirty Deeds to Dean Ambrose to Dolph Ziggler, and then ends up winning the match. So he was feeling the effects, but not as much as Chris Jericho was, even though Chris Jericho qualifies. The show Primo said, "Now come to Puerto Rico, the shining star of the Caribbean," and that's all I showed about them. They didn't really do anything else. So it's AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Before AJ Styles was talking to Luke Gallows and Carlson and Jimmy Jr. that said that if they did not get involved, I would have been the champion by now. I'd have been a champion right now, the WWE champion. But then he just drops them and like says we can still be friends. Like we're not friends. We're not even brothers. We're not brothers. We're not friends anymore. We're just leaving. They just leave. We didn't love you. Now many would have won many bar fights or fights anywhere. So he versus Kevin Owens, and this is basically proves it. Kevin Owens ends up beating the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ Styles is like a phenomenal jobber now. So Kevin Owens ends up winning, and he qualifies for Money in the Bank match for the 5th person. Qualified 5 of the 7 men, so we have 2 left. We'll be on SmackDown whether they do that, or we'll be continuing on Raw just to wrap it up. But yeah, that's what ends up happening. And AJ Styles is like John Cena out there like, oh, he beat me, oh no, where I go for now. Like John Cena thought the same thing too. By the way, talking about John Cena, he's returning next week on Monday Night Raw. And what's going to happen on SmackDown is Cesaro versus Miz for the Intercontinental Championship because he beat him on Raw, the qualified match. That was pretty cool. And probably not going to win that title because of Maurice, Kalisto versus Rusev for the United States Championship. I don't think Kalisto's going to regain the championship. I think Rusev's going to end up beating because Kalisto's probably going to have like tape around his back and stuff. Oh yeah, the JB I messed up. He said Extreme Rules and Extreme Rules. This match gonna be awesome. So I'm sorry, it's Money in the Bank. It's gonna be a Money in the Bank. Oh, sorry, I'm still thinking about it. Hyped over Extreme Rules. So that's what's all that happened on the Money Raw. Oh yeah, but also, Blanche boots to the forehead on accident. He did not mean to do that. Same as to Shane said, I don't think he mean to. That was kind of weird, and like the moon saw it hit him right in the head, so that was kind of, and then the leg kicked him off. But that's all that happened on WWE Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty good happy birthday, 1,200 birthday, man. Well, happy, I was like 23 years old, and yeah, they had happy birthday because, yeah. So if we had to, leave a comment what you thought of WWE Monday Night Raw and everything, and Seth Rollins returning, and Enzo Amore getting back together and coming back, and all these Money in the Bank qualifying matches and everything in between. And we have Renee interviews throughout the show, like Seth Rollins, like Stephanie Man too, and then also like Sheamus and all that, laughing about Parker's losing. So I guess they're going to feud and subscribe for more. Bubbles out, bye guys. Bubble Bird. Bye.